I it's now midday. It's 12 p.m. I just woke up at 11 a.m.
Wow. Okay. It's a late morning. And what are you going to do today? What are you going to do for the rest of the day?
I think just watch some movies and learn English.
Nice. So watch movies, learn English. Awesome. That sounds pretty good. And what kind of movies are you going to watch?
I, I think it's W- The Wolf of the Wall Street and
Ah,
Gravity.
okay, good. So The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes,
And so it's not just of Wall Street. And Gravity. Have you seen either of those movies?
The Wolf.
Ah, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, typo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And so have you seen any of those movies? Have you seen either of them?
What does this mean? It means I have seen them before.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's my first time.
Okay, nice. I saw Gravity. It was cool. It's strange, but yeah, it's cool. You'll have to let me know next time you're in class how you liked them.
Yeah.
Um, but okay, what are you doing? So today's Sunday where you are, right? So it's Sunday right now?
Yes.
Okay. What did you do yesterday? What did you do on Saturday?
Yesterday I was home and in the evening I went to play badminton.
In the evening you went where?
I go to play badminton. I went to play badminton.
Oh, so you went to play badminton?
Yes, badminton.
I'm not sure how to spell badminton actually. Can you repeat badminton?
Badminton.
Nice. Ah, badminton. Minton.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So, cool. And Nam and Michael, welcome to class, both of you. Nam, how
Hi
are you doing?
teacher, I'm doing great.
Nice. And
How
Nam,
about
where are you?
you?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Nam, where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And Michael, welcome to class as well. Michael, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Michael, where are you from?
I'm from Russia. Where are you from?
Okay, I'm from the United States. I live in Costa Rica, but I'm actually back in the United States
Wow. For
for
how
a
long
wedding.
have you lived in Costa Rica?
2 years almost.
For 2 years. And where is better, Costa Rica or United States?
It's hard to compare. Um, Surfing is really nice in Costa Rica, so that's a positive. It's hard to tell though. They both
Did
have good things.
did you move definitely or for a while, like for 4 years or?
Yeah, maybe just a couple years. I travel around a lot, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It's a
Um,
nighttime like in Costa Rica, I think.
yeah, it's pretty
Like
late.
1 o'clock or something.
Not quite. It's actually just 11 o'clock right now.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. And Num, what do you do for fun?
I'm playing table tennis.
Okay, so we'd say I play table tennis.
Yeah.
So the present tense. Nice.
Yeah.
And
I
Nam,
play.
you're living in Russia. Nice. Where in
Yeah.
Russia are you living?
I'm in Siberia.
Okay. And Michael, where in Russia do you live?
In the capital, Moscow.
Okay.
In I'm
Nice.
live. I'm living in Russia 7 years.
Okay.
Uh,
We would use the present perfect
I live.
progressive.
I live in Russia 7 years. Yeah.
Close.
I have been living.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have been. Yeah.
So the present perfect
I
progressive.
I have been living in Russia for 7 years.
Nice. Okay. And do you
Can
like
you
it?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Michael,
can you say? Yeah, can you say I'm here for 7 years? 7 years.
I have been here for 7 years.
Okay, so I'm here is not correct, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Good question, though. Okay. And so, Michael, what about you? What do you do for fun?
Well, I learn English for fun.
Okay.
But not for fun, but just I think English it is a very good thing to know, like to speak very well, to understand new words. For me, like nowadays, I learn new words, like high advanced words, and improve my accent. I try to improve, and this I do kind of for fun. Of course, I do other things, like I go jogging or with friends, these kind of things. But mainly, I try to improve my English.
Nice. Good answer. Definitely. And Boom, what are you gonna do tomorrow, Boom?
Tomorrow, just stay home, I think, and learn English.
Okay, stay home and learn English. That doesn't sound like a bad day.
Here we're English freaks, like.
Clearly. It's not it's a good language to be a freak about, though. English is a great language. Okay, and yeah, it looks like we've got a new student. And hold on, Anatoly, welcome to class. Anatoly, how are you doing?
Hello, thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So, Anatoly, where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Okay, and where in Russia?
I live in Moscow.
Nice. Okay, so we have two Moscow students. Michael is also from Moscow. Okay, and Anatoly, what do you do for fun?
I like riding on the bicycle.
Okay, we would say I like to. You could
Cycling.
say. Yeah, I like biking or cycling, or I like to bike, or I like to ride bikes. But yeah, I think any of those would work. All right. So do you like road biking or do you like mountain biking, Anatoly?
It is usual riding on the streets and the parks.
Okay. Nice. Awesome. Okay, good. And so today's class is going to be in Google Drive. So if you guys want to open the document in Google Drive, it should be there. And also we'll do a screen share. So let's give access. Okay. And give everybody access. I think that should be good. So we'll also do a screen share. And so, Boom, can you read today's topic and the next couple of lines?
Okay, business presentation. In today's lesson, we will learn new business vocabulary and business position. Talk about giving presentations, practice making business presentations.
Okay, yeah, it sounded like Mom was talking in the middle of it, so it was a little bit quiet. Boom, can you repeat vocabulary?
Vocabulary.
Yeah, vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Yeah, and just emphasize the vocabulary.
Vocab.
Nice. Good job. And talk about giving presentations and practice making business presentations. Sounded good. Let's go to the next page. And Tatiana, welcome to class. Tatiana, how are you doing? Sorry, Tatiana, how are you doing today?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. My microphone was closed, that's why. I'm fine, thank you.
Nice. Okay, awesome. And Tatiana, where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Okay. And where in Russia?
It's near Elbrus Mountain.
Okay. I'm not too familiar. We have a couple of students from Moscow and a student who's living in Siberia. So,
Yes, it's North Caucasus.
okay, the Northern
Near
Caucasus.
Chechnya, near Chechenistan. If you know.
Nice. I think I've got a student who's from Chechnya. But cool, awesome. And let's have Tatiana. Can you ask Boom the first question?
What are some ways to give presentations? This
PowerPoint.
I can't see the text. Now I see. PowerPoint. And
And
center.
also, I think it's a whiteboard.
Okay. A whiteboard?
Whiteboard.
Yeah.
Whiteboard. I can't see. Too little letters.
Okay, so it's also in Google Drive. If you want to go into Google Drive, you can open the presentation.
Google Drive. Where is it?
Okay, so it's the triangle with green. There's the green and yellow and blue triangle on the left-hand side. Do you see it?
No. I'm only 3 days here in this site.
That's okay. So
I
Google
don't know
Drive.
exactly how to use.
So if you have your mouse over the screen,
Yeah.
there should be a bar of applications on the left-hand side. So there's
Okay.
the chat box, there's one called Screen Share,
Yeah.
Questions and Answers, Capture, Cameraman, and then Google Drive.
Google Drive. I haven't.
Okay. You can also add apps. So if you go to the bottom, the 3 dots, and click Add Apps, you can look for Google Drive, and you can add that.
I'll try. Google Effects, Google Drive. I found.
Okay, I found it. Yeah, and so it should be in there. So just look for permission to add the file. Can you see it? Yep, there you go. Okay, perfect. And Julio, welcome to class. Julio, how are you doing?
Hey Joshua, what's going on?
Not too much. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I think we're on the first one. Boom. Can you name some other ways to give a presentation?
Slide.
Slides?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's all.
Okay. Can anybody else name any other ways? So besides a whiteboard, a PowerPoint, and slides? Any other ways?
Google Hangout.
Yeah, Google Hangout is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And so let's go to the next question. Boom. Can you ask Nam the next question?
Okay, Nam, have you ever given a presentation at work? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I have given a presentation at my classes, and I enjoyed it.
Okay, in my classes, and I enjoyed.
it.
Okay. Actually, you're right. We would say I enjoyed it. Sorry. So if you have given a presentation in my classes and I enjoyed it. Perhaps we change it to I have given a presentation in class and I enjoyed it. Or I have given presentations in my classes.
And I enjoy them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That would be good. Really good answer. And Nam, what did you present about? What were the topics of your presentations?
No, now I'm studying oil and gas engineering, and I have given a presentation about petroleum engineering.
Nice. That's awesome. Presentation about petroleum engineering. Really cool. Okay, and Nam, can you ask Michael the next question?
Michael, how many business positions can you name?
What do you mean by business positions?
Okay, so like a business position could be a CEO.
Oh, okay. CEO. So like manager, business analyst, marketing specialist, procurement specialist, or what? Is that a position or no?
Yeah, you could be a procurement specialist.
I mean, a person who works in procurement department.
Yeah.
Or buyer is the name
Yeah,
for.
I think procurement. Yeah, you'd say a procurement. I'm not too familiar with the job title, but I'm fairly certain that's what you would call it.
Okay. And what else? Buyer, like it's kind of the same, I think. And
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, what else could it be? Secretary,
Mm-hmm.
assistant, like, and
Good. That's a lot. Nice job.
yeah.
Okay. And any questions on this page? Does anybody have any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Let's go to the next. Oh,
About presentation, is that imply that you should present like to more than one person, or what is presentation, like more than to one person,
yeah.
or is only to one person could be a presentation?
You could present something to just one person. Usually presentations are to a group of people.
Okay.
To a group of people. But yeah, you can present something to just an individual. So you can present a business model to your boss. Present a business model to your boss. So just one-on-one, you give him a presentation, and he'll tell you if he likes it or not. So it's when you're like making a proposition. But good question. Any other questions? Okay, next page. And Julio, can you read the title, the directions, and the first 3 words?
Vocabulary. Read these words. Ask about words you don't know. Diagram. Handout. Objective.
Great, good pronunciation. Okay, Anatoly, can you read the next 5 words?
Okay. Key point, slide, projector, outline, visual aids.
Good, that was awesome. The only small thing may be key point. So we emphasize key. Can you repeat key point?
Key point.
Nice, good job. And does anybody have any questions about these words? Any questions?
Teacher, I don't know about handout.
Okay, handout. Can somebody explain what a handout is?
Sure. Handout is usually a sheet or maybe like a small book that you give someone or what you give people in the presentation so they can have all the key points there in the handout and they have like a structure about the presentation. So while you are presenting a topic, they are reading the handout and kind of keeps them on track.
Nice. They are. Yeah, that's awesome. They can read the handout and stay on track. Really great. Good grammar, good pronunciation. Nice use of the phrase "stay on track." It's a nice one. Yeah, really good, Julio. Any other questions about these words?
Outline.
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 Can somebody explain outline?
Well, what I understand as an outline, it's like the main idea of the presentation, like what is it all about? I don't know if I'm correct, or maybe I'm confusing it with key point.
Yeah, that's more like key point. What
So
about
we
one of
like the
those
structure.
definitions? Yeah, definitely. That's more like it. The structure.
Structure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. The structure is a really good one. Okay. You can also say a brief description of the outline. But nice. Really good. And so, any other questions about these words? Any other questions?
Objective.
Objective. Does anybody know what objective is?
In the terms of presentations, of course.
Yeah. Okay. And so, I think Michael, was that your question?
Yep.
Okay. Can you find the correct definition in that?
So it's on the next page.
Oh, yeah, on the next
fourth?
page. Yeah.
Okay. Objective. What one wants to achieve, aim?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what you want to do with your presentation, your objective. Good.
Mhm.
Any other questions? Okay, awesome. And so let's go to the next page. And let's have Tatiana. Can you read
Okay.
beginning?
Diagram, handout, objective.
Sorry. Can you go to the next page, the page after?
After.
And just read until
Presentations.
afternoon. Yeah.
Presentations.
Yep. And can you
Introduction.
Sorry. Yeah, good. And can you read until afternoons?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for finding the time to come and join me for this presentation this afternoon. My name is Tim Mason. I'm a retail consultant, and many of you will have seen me shadowing you in your jobs and looking through the accounts and so on in the company over the last week.
Good. Okay. Let's pause there. Good. That was really good. Retail consultant. Can you repeat retail consultant?
Retail consulting.
Nice. Good. Okay. And yeah, your pronunciation was great. And boom, can you read the end of, or so the rest of that paragraph?
Yeah. I've invited you here today to have a look at my findings. First, I'd like to have a look at the performance of the company, the sales of the company over the last 3 years. Then I'd like to have a look at our market share in the women's wear market and look at our competitors. And thirdly, I'd like to suggest some improvements in our range of women's wear. At the end, I like to be happy. No, I'll be happy to answer any of your questions.
Nice. Good job. Can you repeat range?
Range.
Nice. Range. Good. And I think that was about good. Women's wear. Can you repeat women's wear?
Women's wear.
Good. Nice job.
What women?
Women.
Okay. Women's wear?
Can I say women's wear?
Yeah, women's wear. And so it's clothing that that women wear. Good. Yeah. And so that's exactly it. Does anybody have any questions about anything on this page? Okay, nice. Let's go to the next page. And Nam, can you read the title and the directions?
Yeah. Try your own. Write your own introduction or presentation.
Nice. Can you repeat introduction?
Introduction.
Yeah, good. And presentation.
Presentation.
Nice. Good job. And Michael, can you read the next couple of hints?
Hints, do you mean remember to?
Yeah.
Welcome your audience. Introduce your subject. Outline the structure of your presentation. Give instructions about questions.
Perfect. And can you start by welcoming your audience, Michael? So can you pretend you're coming into a presentation and you have to welcome your audience?
Should I improvise?
Yep.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for finding the time to come and join me for this presentation this afternoon. My name is Michael. I am a retail consultant, and so on.
Okay, good. And Julio, can you introduce the subject of your presentation?
Okay, guys. Today we are gonna talk about PDAs. For you that are not familiar with this term, it means public displays of affection. Please turn off your cell phones and you will see a handout on your desk. So please can you open it? And let's start with the presentation.
Awesome, Julio. PDA, okay. Nice, good topic. Anatoly, can you try the next part?
We are going to look to the general to the position of our company in the market. Next step will be about our researchers researching maybe, and last our aim to organize brainstorming for deciding what can we do next.
Okay, awesome. That was really, really good. The only thing was the last sentence. Brainstorm to decide what we will do next. Anatoly, can you read the last part? So starting with and lastly.
And lastly, we will organize a brainstorm to decide what we will do next.
Awesome. Really good job. That was perfect. Tatiana, can you tell the audience how they should ask questions?
At the end, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Nice. Perfect, Tatiana. Really good sentence. Okay, and boom. What do you think he's giving a presentation about? Sorry. Boom.
Sorry, it was me. I think he's about market share.
Okay. About market share. Presentation about market share. Good, for sure. Nice. And does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, let's go to the next one. And boom, can you read the title?
Yes, presentations, body or content. Read the text.
Good. Remember with we say presentations. What? Oh, presentations. I think actually that depends on maybe where you are in the US. So you could say presentations or presentations. So nice job. Okay, Nam, can you read the
Yeah.
first half of the first paragraph?
If you have a look at this first graph, you can see that our sales topped 50 million the year before last. Then last year sales dropped to 40 million with a slight recovery at the end of the financial year.
Good.
However, this uh,
Oh,
okay,
can you repeat financial?
financial
Nice. Okay, and you did a good job with the pronunciation of topped. That was awesome. Can you repeat this first graph?
this first graph.
Perfect. Nice job. Okay, Michael, can you read the end of that paragraph?
Where to start?
So, however.
However, this year sales have continued to drop to an all-time low of 30 million. Now let's look at our market share. As you can see, we have 25% of the market share, 10% down on last year.
Good. Okay. And Julio, what do you think this first paragraph means? What's he trying to say?
Well, the key point of that paragraph is that the sales are lower in comparison to last year's by 10%. So I think he's trying to pinpoint that the market share has been decreasing, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Decreasing. Nice job using the present perfect progressive, has been decreasing. Yeah, and good explanation. That's awesome. Does anybody have any questions about this first paragraph?
Yes. What is the financial year?
What is the
Finan-
financial year?
yes.
Okay, so it's when it's like it's not the fiscal year, the financial year. I want to get you a good definition. So it's just, hold on. Here. This is a Wikipedia page about the fiscal year. So I think that should help. It's a period used for calculating annual or yearly financial statements in business and other organizations. Yeah. Okay. So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah, and they depend on the business and the country. But I think that should help. And any other questions? Okay, good. And so let's start on the next one. Anatoly, can you read the first part of the next paragraph?
Okay. A good example of how important internal communications are is shown by some findings from research that we have recently undertaken. Good communications is a very key factor in staff motivation. If you look at this slide, you will see how important it is to get the basic in place.
Good.
Basics.
Basics. Perfect. Nice job. Good correction. Really good job speaking slowly. It sounded like your intonation is perfect. You really say the words how they're supposed to be said, so that's awesome. Your pronunciation sounded really good there. Tatiana, can you read the end of that paragraph?
You need to identify your communication requirement, agree your objectives and success criteria, identify your target audience, define the content of your message, and determine the style of delivery. A good illustration of the communication process is when all those basics fall into place naturally.
Nice. Good. Can you repeat naturally?
Naturally,
Nice.
naturally.
Yeah, that sounded good. And I think that was good. Good pronunciation as well, Tatiana.
Thank
And boom. What do you think this paragraph means?
Mm, 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 mm. I you have to. I don't know how to explain.
This is a tricky one to explain. What do you think the topic is? What's the topic of this presentation?
The topic. Mm. Important internal communication.
Yeah, maybe this one too. So like how good communication is important in the office, maybe? Does that make sense, Boom?
Good communication. Yes.
Yeah, so maybe they're trying to find ways to make the communication in their office a little bit better. So they're trying to improve internal communications in their office, I think. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Any questions on this page?
The last sentence. A good illustration of the communication process is when all those basics fall into place naturally. Why is that? Fall into place naturally.
Okay. So fall into place naturally is so when it's like when everything starts to work really well together without being forced into place. So I guess a good metaphor is a puzzle. So when you're putting a puzzle together, there's some pieces that you can squish in together, but it's better, obviously, when the pieces fit in naturally. So you don't have to try really hard for it to work. So when it just does it smoothly and without too much effort. Does that make sense?
Okay, yes.
Okay, good. Any other questions? Okay, let's go to the next page. I think we can actually probably go to the next one. So let's try to pretend. So let's go to page 9. Let's go to page 9. And Michael, can you read the title and the phrases?
Presentations, body or content? Content or content?
Content.
Content. Use the pictures to make your own.
Good.
Remember some useful phrases. If you look at this graph, as you can see, a key factor. If you look at this slide, a good illustration of. Now let's look at a good example of.
Nice. That's awesome. And so, Julio, can you start? So can you make a presentation? Can you begin making a presentation?
Sure. Okay, guys, what you can see in the first graphic, this is a pie graph, and you can see the the red slice of the pie graph. It represents the amount of complaints we've been having regarding ambiguous instructions. And in the orange slice of the pie graph, it's the amount of complaints we've been having about public displays of affection. And in the yellow part of the graph, you can see complaints we've been having about I don't know, probably maybe sexual harassment in the office.
That's a big portion.
And in the green and blue slices represent complaints about your boss,
Okay. Nice.
and yeah, just like that.
Good. The one thing I saw, ambiguous. Can you repeat ambiguous?
Ambiguous,
Good. And
ambiguous.
nice. You said the slice of the pie, or the red slice of the pie graph it represents. Just make sure you wouldn't repeat the pronoun with the subject. So the pie graph represents. We just remove it. Those are the only two things that I saw. Really good presentation beginning. Anatoly, can you try maybe the second graph or the first graph, or continue the presentation, or start a new presentation?
Okay. If you look at the second slide, you can see how our sales was changing in time. A good illustration of modern circumstances of the market is shown by a red by black line. Now let's look at the low line. It is a good example of stable improvement of our old product.
Nice. Okay. That was good. Really good job. One small thing, how our sales have changed over time. Can you repeat? It's a good example of how our sales have changed over time.
How our sales have changed over time.
Nice. And then instead of saying the low graph or the low line, we'd say the bottom line or something like that, if that's indeed the line you were talking about.
Okay, now let's look at the bottom line.
Yeah, good. Really nice job. And Tatiana, can you try making a presentation as well?
Wow, it's very difficult for me because I'm not a businesswoman.
Okay, I'm sure you can come up with something. Maybe this second graph is a graph of, I don't know.
Okay, I'll try, but
Yeah.
as you can see, the gray line um, on our diagram, you can see that our sales topped, for example, 10 million, and and now let's look at black diagram. As you can see, it's lower than the first. It means that sales fall down.
Okay, have fallen.
And
Okay, that was good though. Really nice job. That was tough, but good. And so let's go to the next page. And boom, can you read the title and the first half of the paragraph?
Okay. Presentations. Conclusion. I'd like to thank you for attending today's talk, asking some great questions, but most of all, sharing with everybody the challenges you think we will face next year. We still have around 5 minutes.
Nice. Good job. And so Nam, can you finish up that paragraph?
Yeah. If you do not have any remaining questions, thank you again for attending to talk today. See you again soon. If you have any questions, please stay for another 5 minutes. I would like to answer your questions for you.
Good. Can you repeat questions?
Questions?
Yeah, questions. Good. Okay. And does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, let's go to the next page. And Nam, can you read the title and the directions?
Presentations? Conclusion? Read these hints, then try to create your own.
Good. Can you repeat create?
Create.
Yeah, create your own. Good. Okay, and Michael, can you read the hints?
Summing up to conclude. In conclusion, now to sum up, so let me summarize, recap what I've said.
Can you repeat? Sorry, recap? Recap?
Recap.
Nice.
Sorry, could now mute his microphone because he has some background noise.
Yeah, thank you.
So, giving recommendations. In conclusion, my recommendations are: I therefore suggest, therefore, or how do you pronounce it?
Therefore, yeah, you did a great job.
Therefore, suggest, propose, recommend the following strategy. Thanking your audience. Many thanks for your attention. May I thank you all for being such an attentive audience.
Good. Nice job. And so we're actually back at Julio again for starting. Julio, can you begin maybe giving a conclusion? So try summing up
Okay.
first.
Okay. So summing it up, if you really feel the urgency to touch, kiss, or hug your coworker, you can use the bathroom or maybe go to the parking lot.
Okay, good. Really eloquent. Nicely stated. Good grammar as well. Pablo, welcome to class. Pablo, how are you doing?
Hi, you hear me?
Yeah, how are you?
I am fine and good, thank.
Okay, good. And welcome to class. All right, and Anatoly, can you give some recommendations in our conclusion?
My recommendations are to try this way for producing your business ideas. I therefore suggest to make several attempts for achieving your aims, and I recommend to follow that strategy.
Nice. Okay. So I recommend following that strategy.
Following that strategy.
Yeah. And can you also repeat, I therefore suggest making?
I therefore suggest making several attempts.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome, Anatoly. Really good sentence. And nice job using these phrases. Sorry. And Boom, what about you? Can you thank the audience for us?
Okay, I will try. Thank you, audience. Okay. Only thanking your audience.
That might not be the best. So pretend you're addressing us, and you want to thank us all for being such a good audience.
Okay. Thank you for spending your time for the talks today and being such an attentive audience.
Nice. Okay. Good job. Uh, and does anybody else have anything to add or any suggestions or questions?
It's kind of formal presentation. This what we, I mean, introduction and conclusion and thanking your audience. It's kind of formal
Yeah.
way to do this presentation. So from my experience, when I presented something to persons that I don't know, it
To
was
people.
more to people, yeah, that I don't know. It was kind of more informal. I didn't say, maybe there wasn't like an audience, a huge audience, like 2 people only or something, or 3, but I didn't know them like in person, or I didn't talk them before, but I didn't say things like that, like thank you for I just was like more
Informal.
yeah, more informal, like more like, hi, this. Okay, do you have any question? No? Okay.
Yeah.
It was like better because people are more simple. Yeah, more simple,
Yeah. People are simpler.
simpler than like from my experience.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a good point. I didn't know them. Can you repeat? I didn't know them personally.
I didn't know them personally.
Okay. And Michael, can you ask one of your classmates if they think that that's the way that more business presentations are given? Do you think that more business presentations are informal or formal? So just choose somebody to ask.
Okay, but who has this experience? Because I would like to ask a person who has this experience, not someone like. So who experienced this? Like who gave this presentation, or who was like, who received? How would you say who received the presentation, or what?
Yeah, who has given business presentations or
No, no,
who has
no.
listened to
Yeah,
business
who has
presentations?
listened, who has participated in some kind of business presentation? I would like to ask, so what is the way of the question? I forgot.
Yeah, who's participated in a
No,
business
no, no,
presentation?
on the,
So if you think business presentations are more
yep.
formal or more informal?
So if you think that the business presentation are more formal or informal,
Yeah,
whoever
modern.
participated in some way.
I think you are right. Most people prefer to listen to more simple presentations, more understandable and more informal. But for very big meetings, especially when we are talking about something basics, maybe abstract categories, we also can use this formal language.
Nice. Really good answer. That was awesome. Okay, and does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, good. That was awesome. Really good discussion too. Let's go to the next page. And so let's do some questions. Pablo, can you read the title and the next couple lines?
Okay, presentations. 4 questions. Read the dialogue.
Good. And Pablo, can you play Tim? And Tatiana, can you play Carrie?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, show the. I can see the. For read.
Yeah, can you start?
Okay. Team, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them now.
Yeah, can I just ask graph number 3? That last one you showed us, can you explain to me where you are intending to find extra income to increase the designer range in the maternity wear?
Okay, teacher, I can see the test.
Pardon?
Okay, team. Okay, I can see.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So if you click on my name,
Okay. Team, yes, a very good question. I've looked at the office. We're ranged and it's quite heavy on material. Holiday wear tends to be much lighter, much smaller amounts of material involved, and
Yeah, good. And it kind of goes on. But good. So, can you explain to me? It's a good one. If you have any questions, that was good. So only a couple things, Pablo, with your pronunciation. Can you repeat answer, answer?
answer,
Mm-hmm. And then
answer,
looked, looked,
look,
looked.
locked.
Yeah, nice. That was better. Looked.
Okay, locked.
Good. Okay, and does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, let's go to the next page then. And Poom, and actually, yeah, Poom, can you read the title and the directions?
Yes. Presentations. Questions. Practice using these phrases with me or classmate.
Okay, good. And so let's go. Nam, can you pretend that you just gave a speech, and can you ask for questions? And Michael, can you answer with some questions of your own?
Mm,
Okay.
I asked Michael here.
Yeah, so can you pretend you're finishing a presentation and ask for questions?
Okay, Michael, can you explain for me about the graph how our sales are dropping in this year?
Okay. Nam, a little bit different. Can you just ask Michael or the audience if they have any questions? So you're probably going to play this role. So you can use any of those or your own. So just you finished your presentation.
Okay.
You want to ask for questions.
Okay. Thank you for attention. Anyone else has questions?
Yep. Awesome presentation. I have a question. So from the graph that you showed us, I seen that our sales dropped by 90%. So whose fault in that? Yeah, is it correct to say whose fault that?
Yeah, whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
Actually, I think nobody fault in that because
nobody 90% and nobody is guilty. Yeah?
no, because how to say the quality our product is not good now, and we need to improve our quality.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice.
thank you for your presentation.
Okay, good. And so we're just about out of time. We've got about a minute, so maybe let's try one more. And so, Julio, can you ask Anatoly? So, Julio, can you pretend you're finishing the presentation? Anatoly, can you ask a question?
Okay.
Are there any questions about any of that?
Yes. My question is, what could be results in next year?
Well, guys, that depends on us, of how hard we work this year, and pretty much if we all work in our communication skills and we all are efficient in the workplace and we stop hugging and kissing each other all the time, chest bumping and high-fiving all the time, probably things would go better this year.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay, good. Good answers. Yeah, and so does anybody have any last questions before we finish class? Any last questions? Okay, and if there's no questions or no comments, feel free to go, and hopefully I'll see you guys all again soon. Have a great evening or morning, wherever you are.
Thank
Okay.
you
Thank
very
you,
much.
teacher.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
See you in our